Hey, Thabreakmasta here, and it's going to be my Kokoro Connect episode 6 review. This was a great episode. I was wondering what they're going to do next after the whole body swapping business, because it apparently was ending. You know, this Hershey man was not messing with them anymore for about 3 weeks. And I'm like, what's going to happen? What are they going to do? Like, this show has to have something else going on. And it did not disappoint. It did not disappoint. So I really, really enjoyed this episode. Looking forward to seeing some more Kokoro Connect episodes. So yeah, let's get down to it. Yeah, so Taichi, it's like it's been about 3 weeks so far from the whole body swapping thingy, so it seems like it's done. They finally got it over and with and everything, so you don't have to worry about nothing anymore. Well, no, they got some problems. So basically, Taichi and Himiko are there together in one room right now. You know, she's just on the computer just typing, doing her thing, and you know, she's talking to Taichi, and apparently Taichi told her that Aoki, Nagase, and Kiriyama, they're gone doing some kind of duty right now, and you know, they'll be back a little later because they're a little late. Actually, that's why they're late right now. So yeah, so they're just doing regular old chit chat, just, you know, sitting there doing their thing, you know, just talking, you know, how they usually talk, how they talk to each other, and all of a sudden, freaking Himiko, she gets up all of a sudden, and then she just stands there, and then Taichi's like, what's going on? And then she just starts undressing herself, she's just taking everything off. He's like, well, what's happening? What's going on? And so she starts unbuttoning her shirt and stuff, and you know, she's about to get naked and everything. And then Taichi's like, well, what is it? You got an itch on your back or something? And I'm like, really? That's why she's doing that? Like, come on, dude. Yeah, you know what's going on. You know what's going on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, she's like unbuttoning her shirt. She's like, come here, let's do it. And he's like, do what? What we doing? What we doing? What's going on? And she ends up grabbing his hand, trying to make him touch her. And then he's like, no! And then she ends up falling on him. And while they fell back, and they're on top, and she's on top of him and stuff. And so he's like, just come on, calm down. I don't know what's going on, but you know, just stop. And that's when Kiriyama and Aoki end up coming in there, and he's like, what are you doing? What's going on here? What is going on? And then freaking Kiriyama's like, I can't believe you're doing this. And then she freaking ends up breaking the table with her hand. I'm like, what is happening? I'm like, come on, whoa, you know? I was like, she just gets all angry and just breaks the freaking table. I'm like, okay then. All right, and then after that table breaks, freaking Nagase comes coming in. Nagase's like, hey, oh my god, bro, table broken. Oh my god, you're bleeding. Whoa, what's going on? So I'm like, everything's all confusing. And then Himiko's like embarrassed because of what was going on. She's like, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. And so they kind of lead it off at that right there. They just lead it off at that because everything was just all messed up. And so then later that day, it was nighttime and stuff. You see Taichi laying in the bed, and he was just like, what's going on? He didn't really understand what's happening. He ends up getting a sudden spurt of like energy. All of a sudden, he just gets up all of a sudden. He's like, I gotta go. He's all trying to get up and stuff. And then his sister's like, where you going? And he's like, but I don't know. I don't know where I'm going, actually. I don't know. But then he ends up getting a call from Nagase, and he's like, I gotta take this up, and goes outside. And apparently Nagase had the same kind of spurt, basically, at the same time. She's like, I need to talk to you. I know I had this weird spurt all of a sudden. I just needed to talk to you. And he's like, yeah, I had the same thing. And so it was getting weird. But then their phone call, basically, was trying to see if they still like each other or not, because after 3 weeks, they haven't really been talking to each other. They haven't really been that connected. Kokoro connected. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so they haven't really been like that. So they was wondering if they're, you know, still like each other. You know, you like me, I like you. You know, we good. So yeah, that was the whole phone call. They kind of left it at that, though. They didn't say anything else because they started feeling like all nervous and they're blushing and stuff. Like, you know, let's leave it at that right now. Just leave it at that. And so after that phone call happens, school happens the next day. Taichi and Nagase end up coming in there, and Himiko is in the room and stuff, and Himiko and stuff telling them apparently Aoki and Yui got arrested. They got arrested. And they're like, he's like, what happened? Apparently, Kiriyama ended up seeing some girls getting picked on by some guys, and so she's just like snapped all of a sudden. She's like, waka and stuff, you know, freaking going Bruce Lee on them and crap. And so that was like too excessive force that she did. So they're questioning her, and they're gonna take her in. And that's when Aoki came and was like, hey, what you doing? What you messing with my girl for? What you doing, Carpan? Get out of her, man! And, you know, start freaking messing with him and everything. And then yeah, he got arrested too. So yeah. You know, he went to jail. And so, yeah, now they're both over there right now. But it seemed like she just get a slap on the wrist because, you know, she was just protecting those girls from a different school and everything. They should be okay. They should be okay. And so they were wondering why she would do that though. Like, why would Kiriyama do that? For the fact that Kiriyama is afraid of God, she wouldn't just jump in there like that. Like, she's like, I'm gonna do it all of a sudden. So it's just a weird spurt going on, and then apparently Himiko noticed, like, you heard someone, like, not Himiko. Oh yeah, I forgot to say this. They got the information from Fujishima. Fujishima came, the girl. She's all just messing around and everything like that. And all of a sudden, Taichi ends up getting like a spurt, getting angry because Fujishima wanted to touch Nagase, and so that made him all angry all of a sudden, like the spurt, like in his head. All of a sudden, in his head is like, get him. This is getting, but basically that's what it was. She was getting angry. He's like, don't touch her and stuff. And so that's when Himiko stopped him, and he was like, she was like, well, basically, didn't you have like something in your mind, like you heard something in your head? Like, it was weird, like, and he's like, yeah, I had that too, and like, me too. And so they were thinking about like, what's going on? And then that's when the guy like comes in, like, hi, I'm back. Welcome back to the show and stuff, yo. And the freaking Heartsy guy came back all of a sudden, and so he ends up explaining what was going on. Basically, your deepest desires are shown. Basically, whatever you're thinking of that's in your mind at that moment when something happens, you're going to do it because that's what the emotion will make you do. It'll control your body to go and do that. Basically, if your mind says, God, I hate that guy, I need to punch him, well, your body's gonna instinctively go punch that guy. So yeah, this is not necessarily a good thing. This is worse than the body switching thing because it can actually affect other people, you know. So this is not looking good. So the Heartsea tells him all this, and she's like, this is stupid. Why are you messing with us? Why don't you just leave us alone? And he's like, well, nah. You know, basically what he's doing too, this really is for his entertainment. I was like, I wonder what his goal is. He just wants to entertain himself. He finds them interesting, so he wants to entertain himself. He wants to see how far they can go with this, and he's also somewhat helping them too. I mean, he's helping their relationship together, so I can understand that, but still, stop messing with people. Yeah, so we know what the problem is within the power and stuff like that now. So it wasn't good. It wasn't good, and everyone was there to see. Well, they ended up talking about and discussing it and everything like that. Once they got out of jail, Aoki and Yui, so they ended up explaining everything that was going on. They basically have a plan, like, we need to work together, and you know, we just gotta figure out not to hurt anyone with this, because it's not something you can just stop. You know, you don't have those weird thoughts in your head. Basically, try to just stay calm, collective, and just don't think too much. That's what the whole strategy is right now. And so they kind of regroup off of that. And apparently, Himiko wanted them to get out because she's like, I still got some work to do and everything. So she's getting them out and everything. And apparently, it seems like Himiko is the one that's most affected by this right now, because she's like, I don't even know what to do. I'm just like, she's all messed up. No one saw her react that way either. So it's just like she's just sitting like, you know, like holding herself and stuff. She's like, I don't know what to do. This is getting too much for her. Like, I hope everyone's okay. Like, she's just worried about them, it seems. But she's messed up. She's messed up. And so then they ended up going away, and they ended up having this call. Taichi ended up having this call, and that was Himiko that called, not Himiko, but Nagase that called Taichi. And so they're talking to each other. They kind of left off from what they did before. And not to mention, freaking Nagase knows what Himiko did because of the deepest desires, because of freaking what Taichi ended up accidentally spouting out. So yeah, so she kind of knows about that. But that's not the whole conversation that was going on. Basically, the conversation was, we're gonna keep this steady. We're not gonna like be distant from each other right now, because I don't want to have my deepest desires come out on you. Because, you know, your boyfriend, girlfriend, and you have those thoughts in your head, and you know, things happen. You know, things happen. And so she's like, she thought about that. She's like, you know, let's not be close to each other like that, okay? I mean, I love you and all, but you know, just wait a second. Just wait a second. That's basically what it was. So that's what the whole conversation was, apparently. And it just so that's basically the whole conversation is. And oh yeah, the other thing is what she's talking about too. She's actually Nagase's actually excited about the whole switching thingy going on, not switching thing, but the deepest desires thing. She's kind of excited to see what she'll do, and she'll actually understand herself more, because that's her deepest desires that's going to come out. So she's kind of curious of what's going to happen. So she's actually looking forward to this. So I'm like, okay, this is gonna be very interesting. So I wonder what everyone's gonna be doing in this. This is like, how this all gonna pan out. What's gonna happen with everybody? That's gonna, like, how are they gonna get out of this? And what is this gonna build for their personality and further their relationship? Like, how is this gonna further their relationship? How is this gonna show their true personalities? You know, I'm really curious about how this is gonna really help them, really, because all I see this is gonna get them mad, and then it's gonna like maybe turn on each other or something. Or if they get mad at each other, then they'll start fighting each other. I mean, it don't take much, because you know, it's your deepest desire. If you get mad or you have some kind of thought in your head, you're gonna do it. So I'm like, I don't know. This is interesting. I like this. I like this twist. I like this twist. That's why I'm liking this. And this time also at the end of the episode, apparently Nagase after she got done with the phone call, she's like, I can't screw up this time. That's what she said at the end of the episode. And that was it. So I'm like, what do you mean, but you can't screw up this time? What, did she screw up the last time? Like, how she? It's just, it's weird when she said that. So like I said, this is a good episode. This is a great episode. I really enjoyed this episode here. What are your thoughts on this episode here today on Kokoro Connect? Leave your comments below and tell me what you think. Like this review and subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more Kokoro Connect reviews. So yeah, it's been the Breakmaster, and until then, break out.